Well, hello there. How is everyone? I hope you are all well on this day. You amazing, amazing people, you. Guess what? This is actually video 1B. B. Is that right? Can't work it out. B. Video 1B. Because there's going to be 3 videos today. Now, the one later will probably say video 2 of 2. But that's going to be video 3 of 3. And another video that I'm going to upload actually before you even see this one, because this is like an extra, like breaking news, is going to say potentially say that's video 1 of 2. And it's not. So remember, 3 videos, make sure you check them all out today. Keep your eyes peeled because YouTube may not notify you. May not. Just saying. Anyway, what am I talking about? Crack on, get on with it. Banfield. Now, if you're someone who watches News Nation, now I know they do a lot of news. They talk about a lot of things. So they're a good reference to if you want to see little, bulletins of news that's happening. And I know why people watch them. And they've amassed quite a following. But when it comes to certain cases, and we're going to talk specifically, obviously, about the Idaho 4 case, the biased nature of their reporting is crazy. It's absolutely insane. Now, in one of the videos, I can't remember whether it was video 1 of 3 or 2 of 3 of 3 of 3, I talk about the fact there is a hearing tomorrow reference the IGG information. The judge has basically got to give the information over, and the likes of Banfield, they've got a fucking huge problem with it. They've got a huge problem with it. They have considered it a gift. This is a gift. Like every time Brian Kohberger gets something that is pertinent to his survival, because he's actually going to be killed, likely, if he gets found guilty, that's a gift. That's something that, nobody else gets. Nobody else gets that. Nobody else. But the IGG information, she is specifically even now saying and backing up what the judge has said, which is bollocks, by the way. And that is that the IGG information, this DNA situation that we find ourselves in, was not used in order to facilitate the arrest of Brian Kohberger. And anybody who's taken the time to read the documentation, like the PCA, for instance, will know damn well that the main body of that arrest affidavit was indeed the IGG information. Now, unless you are saying that the judge looked at that paperwork and completely missed that and just took the knife sheath and the other bits and pieces around it, and perhaps what happened, he's reading it, and his wife calls him, John! Yeah? Okay. And he then goes back and he's missed that bit, the IGG bit, all of that massive paragraph that talks about how they done their, they found the DNA and done this tree and, so on and so forth. He didn't see that. He didn't see it. So he then made his decision to okay the arrest without even looking at that, which to be fair, Judge the Judge Meister Judgeson, he seems to believe the same thing as Banfield, in that there was nothing to do with the IGG that facilitated the arrest of Brian Kohberger, again, which is utter shite. Utter shite. There is no doubt in my mind that fact that they had the DNA and could say that the DNA, how they got it in terms of the family tree situation, and send it across to this lab and they done it and sent it back, and that's what happened. Brian Kohberger's buccal swab that would then just confirm the information was done after his arrest. That was done after his arrest. Let's not forget that law enforcement had not taken Brian Kohberger in and done anything to do with his DNA to pair it up with the knife sheath prior to the arrest. This is all about the defense team requesting information on how Brian Kohberger is finding himself in the position that he's in. How did you get to a point where you arrested Brian Koberger? And the IGG absolutely makes up the foundation of that. You can't have your cake and eat it. You can't arrest somebody and then not show why you arrested them, when your own documentation stipulates that this thing was a large proportion of it, that everybody then turns around and say, well, we're not using it. We're not using it. No, it's convenient. You don't have to use it now, because you can just say, well, we've took a buccal swab and we've got his DNA, so we now know that it's right. It's on there. But conveniently, you didn't have that prior to his arrest. You didn't even take him in for questioning, and it would appear that the FBI had already spoken to him. Why wasn't his DNA taken like everybody else's DNA? We even know that weirdo neighbour, he went and gave him his DNA. So why didn't the police, at some point prior to all of this fucking about with this IGG stuff, just pull him in based on the fact that he drives a white Hyundai Elantra? They'd known that he'd been between Washington and Idaho. Do you know what I mean? And they knew that his phone was fucking off, whatever. Why not just pull him in and do a DNA test? But instead, we've got all this convoluted stuff in the background that they now want to try to make out that it's got nothing to do with anything. Nothing to see here. Nothing to do with the arrest. Didn't arrest him because of that. Bollocks. Let me know down below what you think. And Ashley Banfield, fucking read paperwork. Read it and stop being so damn biased. Catch you all in the next one.